Well, here we go. Let's have. I've got to stop saying "whoa" in front of videos. Well, what word? Anyway, this is one of those. It's a power wattage measurer. That's not the correct term. Basically, plug into a wall socket like so. Plug in your device under test to see what power it draws, what frequency it runs at, etc, etc. Pretty good. I picked this up in Wellington in a shop called Buy and Save, which we don't get here in London, but I was on a trip, shall we say? Not a trip, how do you call it? Visit some family, and I always wanted to get hold of one of these just to check what wattage certain devices take. So let's just have a quick look inside. I'm not too worried about the outside. 2 screws by the look of it. I remember taking this apart before, and what a complete nightmare these screws are. For what reason, I don't know, but be wary if you've got exactly the same model that the screws, they're Phillips, but they seem to be a bit rough. You see what I mean if you get one and you try opening it. Only then will you understand my pain. Oh, anyhow, I did open this a long time ago. What we got? So obviously this is the power end. So a couple of coin cell batteries up here as well. I'm not quite sure why. Maybe for the recording function, because it does give you, I think it does record over time, so it might give you like a, not a milliamp hour reading, but you know, as such, similar situation. So what have we got? What's under the cap? Anything? No, nothing's under the big cap. So you got a X class. Is it X class? X class. MPX upside down. So MPX, or unless that's a manufacturer name, they are generally X class capacitors. 2 16-volt capacitors. So this basically runs on a capacitive dropper, I'm guessing, which is why that's there. Because 16 volts this side, really. What's that? That looks like just a, they call it L. It's actually like a little ferrite bead. This, I'm getting more light, probably this thing here. Another like sort of ferrite beady type device, and then a resistor next to. Could be a fusible resistor because I can't see a fuse in line with this stuff, so probably a fusible resistor. I've got a potentiometer there. It says, what does it say? W2 current, and there's another one hiding underneath that says W1 voltage. Okay, so you can adjust those if you want to. Not sure why you want to, unless you want to recalibrate the thing. But let me just get my Meg glass, which is filthy as my desk. I mean, hell. Got 3 chips there. What's that? LM324. That's an op amp. Or probably a quad op amp. What does that little one say? Oh, I don't know what that is. And an LM358. So unknown chip there, not quite sure what that does. Quad op amp, a single rail op amp or a dual rail op amp. Blob, which is the microprocessor. Obviously to save cost and money, they just create the die, bond it to the board, and then blob it with some black coating. What it's made with, I don't know. But essentially it's the processor, just cut back on cost. Save having a package like a 4 or 8 pin chip like those. I'm gonna double check with that little tiny that little tiny chip is there. It reads. Use my mag glass if you can see it. Might look back and see if I can see it on the doodah. The doodah, what's it? That is OP07C. OP07C. Let me see. OP07C. See if Google returns anything up. Analog devices. And it's a ultra low offset voltage operational amplifier. So again, an op amp. So 3 op amps. Wow. That's a single op amp. During looking at the pinout, so that is probably the same, and that's probably a dual op amp. So that's a bit crazy. Quite a few comparisons going on. So yeah, one of those is probably driving current and voltage and seeing the difference between and calculating for the processor to display onto the display at the front. That actually might be a driver chip, because look where the pins are the tracks are going. They're going up there. So it might just be discrete circuitry then that's giving the feedback and sort of power monitoring, maybe. I don't know. But no, yeah. Again, as usual with my videos, it's always a quick look, because most of this stuff I'm showing, I guess a lot of you don't really give 2 craps about. So I'll do just quick ones, just in case I end up pissing off anybody. But if you do like to subscribe, I can bring you much better content and Patreon stuff and all the goodness that comes along with that. At the moment, bear with, because I am starting out and I haven't got much to show, but what I have got I will show. So sorry if you don't like it. It's all I can go. It's all I can give you at the moment. If you do decide to support me on Patreon or donations or whichever, then I'll be able to buy some decent equipment to tear down and show you guys, and also be able to give you guys some special exclusive videos. So anyway, if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye for now.